We love. Do you dream of having a beautifully organized home, but in reality, you're more on the messy side? Our next guest is sharing tips to help us clear out the clutter for good and better utilize our spaces.
So joining us now is local influencer and lifestyle contributor, Victoria Sophia. So good morning and welcome to New York Living.
I have a lot of help for you guys, don't worry.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about, it's not necessarily a messy house, is it more disorganization?
Yeah, clutter really just takes over and it gives us a lot of stress.
Yeah.
So the idea is to kind of not let us see those things and to use whatever time we have. So don't make it something that we have hours that we need to do it. Just go for it. If you have 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just focus on something, prioritize. And I think, you know, the viewers are going to be really happy with our tips.
And by viewers, she means us, because I need to do all this too. Okay, so what is disorganization, clutter, whatever you call it, where do we start?
You ditch it.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
You what?
You ditch it. You get rid of it. So you get a trash bag, a recycling bin, a donation box, and you get it out of your home. So you figure out which way you're doing it. Either it's going in the trash, you're donating it to an organization, or it has to be recycled. That's the first step.
First step. And do you start, where should you start? Should I start with my living room stuff?
Okay, it depends on when you walk into your home, what do you see first? Is it your kitchen? Is it your living room? Is there a long hallway? That's where you need to prioritize, because that's what you see first, and that's what's going to cause you the most stress. If you see those things, you're going to think to yourself, oh, again, I need to get this done. If it looks better and you feel like you're in a hotel, then you're not going to think about that room or that space. So that is a priority for you. It all depends on which one you have. Then I also tell people tabletops, countertops, tables, that's the priority for another room. So once you see those things kind of lightening up, it gets a lot better for you.
It is overwhelming, though, sometimes, because especially when you live in a New York City apartment, there's not a lot of space to store all of that stuff.
So let things do double duty. You know, if you have a bed that has a bed frame that might have storage bins underneath, or you have to buy some and put them under the bed, use your closets. Closets are a great thing that not only for the hanging of clothes, but also you can put things like your jewelry, your accessories, you can hang those on the walls inside the closet also. So you're not having clutter on top of your desk or on a chair in your room. You have spaces that you can actually make sure things are being held in.
What if you have, and this is more for my sister and my mother, they never want to throw anything out.
Oh my gosh, that's my daughter.
Really?
Yeah, my little one.
You know what, my youngest son too.
She's
the
like
youngest. They're very nostalgic.
She's a hoarder.
What do we do?
Take photos. I think it's a great way. You have the photos, you can scan on your phone now, you can take photos on your phone, you can keep those memories for them. Every photo that they've ever created for you, every painting they've ever done, any picture, artwork, just do that. Use your phone, and they can have a lot of fun going around and taking photos of things, and they can go back, create albums for them.
Okay.
Yeah. But how do you prioritize what you should keep and what you should let go?
I always say the rule of 4 seasons. So if you haven't used something in a full year, you're not going to use it again. You're really not going to. So that coat that you're not using, those pants, sometimes you have outfits that you hope you'll wear again. Some of us gain weight, lose weight. Exactly. You gain weight, you lose weight. Sometimes those things, you're really not going to wear them again for whatever reason. They went out of style. You don't care for them anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's really good for you to think about, have I worn this in the last year?
I mean, I don't know about you. I'm always like, I'll hold on to these because it'll come back.
It'll come back. That's the whole. And let me tell you something.
Sometimes they do.
Well, I had a denim skirt from the 90s. You know, we wore denim skirts that were fly in the 90s. And then I tossed it. And then when denim came back, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's my problem.
But for other things, you can definitely look and see, like, you don't need 25 coffee mugs in your house.
True,
so,
absolutely
get a few in. Maybe some, you have a lot of throw pillows. Are we really using all of these? Things like that can make it easier.
You know what I've been doing for clothing? I'm sorry, I'm thinking now I'm hyper-focused on the denim skirt. I give clothing that I think will come back or that I really don't want to part with, either to my sister or my best friend. They'll wear it, and then if I'm like, oh, you know what?
Can I have it back?
I know where it is. And then we'll barter. But that's for stuff that I really like. Other stuff, I agree. If you haven't worn it in a year.
If you haven't worn it. 1 year,
donate
4 seasons, time to go.
Donate it.
Yeah.
Well, let's go room to room.
Yes.
Living room.
Living room.
How do you tackle that?
Okay, so a lot of people have things like the cords from electronics you don't use anymore, outdated technology. You always shove it in a bin. You don't need that anymore. Get rid of it. Living room, you have catalogs, you have magazines, mail, things like that. Go on auto billing, so e-bills instead of getting all those paper bills that come into your house and you stack them on the counter, things like that. Living room, you have a lot of, seasonal items that you might not need anymore, put them away. I like the idea of in your living room, if you don't need it on the counter, you just get rid of it. Like if you have a fork, you always know where to put that fork, right?
Yes.
Treat everything like that in your home. So does this really need to be in here? No, it's for the bedroom or it's for the kitchen. Get rid of it. The living room, we spend so much time in there, and I think a lot of us think
common
it's
space.
kind of like the clutter space. We'll leave it here.
Yeah.
Especially if we do laundry and then we don't fold immediately.
My laundry basket is in my living room as we speak.
Well, that's actually one of my tips is that you multitask. So if you're watching your favorite show, you're binge watching, you can fold your laundry while you're watching that show. It's like an incentive. It makes you feel better about doing this laundry that you don't want to fold.
You just have to remember to put it back. You have to put it in the thing.
But don't tackle more than one room at a time.
No, because then you get overwhelmed. And then you think to yourself, oh, I thought I was going to get something done. I'm not getting anything done today. I didn't do anything. And then you don't want to clean or declutter something.
One room at a time. We did the living room. What about the bedroom? Another area that we spend, even if
Storage
it's just for
bins.
sleeping.
I always say storage bins. Sometimes if you double duty like a side table, you can actually put things in there. You know, we all have like an exercise bike or a chair that we throw things on. Yeah, it's
The
true.
drying rack.
Absolutely. So I always say, you know, think of other places to put stuff. If you see them there, like make your bed as soon as you wake up, so then your bed's made so you can't have anything on top of it. Or if you see a lot of clothes on there, just take some time when you're walking from room to room and just hang things up. Yeah.
Okay.
I know. We're going to get through this.
It'll be a lot
Get
easier
it
when you
through
do a little
together.
bit at a time instead of letting it just grow.
Sit there forever.
Yeah.
All right, Victoria, Sophia, thank you so much.